Hello, it is great to be with you today. And I am really excited about sharing what I want to share with you today on how are you feeling? Are you feeling overwhelmed? We are in a time where there's so much uncertainty with the pandemic going on. People are losing their jobs. Some are working from home. You're working remotely. Some are back in the office. And just because of their uncertainty, you're feeling overwhelmed. I hear you. I am right there with you. I understand exactly what you're feeling. And I'm hoping that at the end of this few minutes that I'm going to be sharing with you, some tips that it will help you learn how to apply those tips. That way you are not feeling overwhelmed, that you're able to walk in boldness. You're able to do your job, with success, with no baggage, no fear, but you're doing what you need to do with certainty. So welcome, and whether you're watching this live or you're watching this as a replay, please, I encourage you to share what's resonating with you. Feel free to share this video with friends, with colleagues, peers that you know it would benefit them. So let's go ahead and get started. Feeling overwhelmed. I know how it feels to feel overwhelmed. And my hope for you today is that you will feel encouraged, that you will feel motivated, determined to continue to do the things that you are doing because you have the capability. Feeling overwhelmed has nothing to do with you not doing the job. You know how to do the job, you know how to execute. But when you feel overwhelmed, when you get in that state of, I don't know what to do, I don't know, can I even survive? Can I accomplish all of the things that I want to accomplish? I'm here to remind you to say yes, that yes, you can. And there are some practical steps that you can actually apply to your personal life, to your work life. That way you can see the result that you're looking for. So, are you laid off and you're feeling overwhelmed? Not sure how you're going to pay the bills? Not sure your next career path? I get you. I hear you. Are you working remotely? You're dealing with your family, you're dealing with work. All of that overwhelms you. Your plate is stacked. You're getting more work. You're getting things added on. You're not able to say no. And all of that adds to feeling overwhelmed. Not sure. I mean, what's going to happen tomorrow? Am I even able to complete this to-do list? Not sure about you. If you're like me, I have a to-do list that I have to walk off on each day. So your to-do list is getting longer and longer and longer. And you're asking, will I ever get this to-do list to a zero? If you're thinking that, I got some practical steps to share with you. Hopefully steps that can help you, because I know they work for me. Hopefully it can help you so that you can move forward, achieve your daily goals, achieve your weekly and monthly goals. So the first tip I'm going to share with you to getting rid of that feeling of feeling overwhelmed, always feeling under, is one, set your boundaries. What does that mean? Setting your boundaries mean that you know exactly what it is that you need to do, eliminating all distractions. Setting your boundaries also has to do with creating that time that you need to focus on a task. Maybe you start off your day with a to-do list. What's on your to-do list? Is it a to-do list filled with priorities that you have to create designated time for? Or is it a to-do list that includes even the things that you know you do not need to do, but they're added on that list? So set your boundaries and therefore go ahead and create your time block for for a specific task that you really want to accomplish. And that takes me to the next practical step of setting your boundaries. Prioritize what's important. What is important for you to accomplish today? For you that's looking for a job, What's important for you today? What's that priority today? Is it your resume? Is it making sure that your resume is up to date or working on that? Or is it ensuring that your social media platforms are in order? Is it reaching out to colleagues, peers, friends that you know are in the industry that you're thinking about? What's your priority? And for you who's working from home or working in the office, what is that priority that you're working on that you know it needs to be worked on, but you keep pushing away? If there's a project that is very urgent, but you find yourself pushing it away, saying, you know what, I'll get to it later, what's going to end up happening is that procrastination is in the midst of that. And if you don't tackle on that project, set a time for it, it's going to leave you feeling overwhelmed. So determine your priority. What's your priority? Determine what it is and then go after it. The third practical step I'm going to share with you is not seeking perfection. Because when we're looking for perfection on a project, it connects with that number two. Remember that second step was determining your priority? Determine the priority and just do it. Don't allow perfection and it lead you to procrastinating. Because when you are looking for perfection, when you're looking for everything to be in place before you actually tackle a project, what's going to end up happening is we're going to keep pushing it down, saying, I'll do it next week. I'll wait until this gets in place. I'll wait to do this later. And it keeps adding on that burden of feeling overwhelmed. So don't wait for perfection. Don't allow perfection hinder your progress, hinder you from moving forward to doing the things that you should do. So I say that to say that when you determine your priority, one, when you set your boundaries, determine your priority, and then not allow perfection to get in the midst, you're going to begin to see results. Another step I'm going to share with you is challenging your assumptions. What does that look like? When you think, I am the only one that can do this project, I'm sure there are other people that you can ask for help to help with that project. If you have a full plate and on that to-do list, there's still so much to get done, it's time to ask for help. It's time to delegate. Who can help you do that task? Who is able to do it? So it doesn't all boil down to you. So challenge those assumptions that come up. You say, you know what? It's only me that can respond to that job. Or it's only me that can handle that. Or it's only me that can be in that meeting. If you want to be in every meeting, guess what? You're not going to be able to get the work done. So to professionals, to executives, if you are one that's feeling that way, you have a huge to-do list, it's time to delegate. That way you're not feeling overwhelmed. When you delegate, you're delegating to someone that you know can do the work. And guess what? While you're doing that, you're helping empower that individual. You're helping to trust. Let them know that you trust them. And in the midst of doing that, you're helping that manager, that executive, that professional be the best they can be because they're actually fulfilling their work. That's bonus for another day. So these practical steps helps you really do your work in a timely manner with no that feeling of feeling overwhelmed. That's not going to be a part of that. And another tip I will share with you is be compassionate. Give yourself grace. Be compassionate to yourself. Don't beat yourself up when you're not able to get everything done on your list. But I assure you that if you have a list filled with priorities and you create a time to do those things, you will succeed. You will begin to see positive results. But if you don't apply the steps, things will stay the way they are. So be graceful to yourself. If you don't get it today, try tomorrow. You're going to win tomorrow. Anything is possible. I'm a firm believer that whatever it is that we're going through, whether it's at work, whether at home, that if we learn to prioritize, see how important our time is, we will succeed. You will succeed. It's a definite fact. But when we don't create the time to do the things that need to be done, we struggle. We feel overwhelmed. We feel like we do not have confidence when in fact, you do have confidence. So feeling overwhelmed has nothing to do with your ability to do the work. It all has to do with you identifying those complexities, those things that trigger the feeling of feeling overwhelmed. So you know exactly what I'm talking about today. And if it's resonating with you, I encourage you to apply the steps. Let me know how they work. Let me know how you did with them. Let me know other strategies that you use as well in your own personal or professional life. Because the goal is to help you. I've shared with you a number of steps. If this is something you want to learn further on, you say, you know what, I would like more information on this. I encourage you to reach out. Reach out to me. Feel free to DM me directly. We want to help you live your best life. We want to help you work in purpose. We want to help you achieve your weekly, monthly, daily goals. At the end of the day, it's about you getting the results that you desire. So thank you so much. I appreciate each one of you. Share this video with your colleagues and peers. If we can be of any help at Dr. Hope Solutions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much and do have a wonderful, wonderful week.